Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'd just kind of like to go over how I've been storing my motorcycle for the last couple of months. So I just recently got this bike shield in 2020, roughly about midway through it, and so far I've liked it. There have been a few things that I've done to it. Like you can see down here, there's the the plywood that I've put on the bottom that does not come with it. It's just the tarp, and then inside there's nothing in there. I'm not sure if you guys can see in there or not yet, but it's just a big hollow tarp with a metal frame. So let me open this up, and there are two places to lock the tarp as well. I'll show you that here in a second. So it kind of accordions up here. It is a little dirty in here, excuse the mess. I haven't cleaned in here in a while. A lot of grass and stuff. So that's just something to keep in mind, is that this does not come all the way down to the ground. In fact, let me show you that real quick. See here how it kind of floats off the ground a little bit. Could be the way I set it up, but I know one of my neighbors had another one of these and it was the same way, so I don't know. But anyway, let me open this up again and I'll show you guys what's going on in here. So to weigh it down, I've bought some cinder blocks and stuff. Nothing too crazy, but I did have this here in the winter as well, so that's what all this blue tarp stuff is, and that's why it looks all janky. That was just to keep the salt out and some of the water from the snow melting, because when it rains it does get up underneath and kind of pools here, because the weight of the motorcycle kind of bends the plywood, which is not something I thought would happen, but anyway, the bike shield itself, here, I'll even close it on myself. You can see how big it is. At that point, I'm gonna almost stand up completely in here. It's not incredibly tall. I'm about 5'6", but I do have my helmet on right now, so yeah, you can see it's very roomy in here. And the things that come with the bike shield are the frame, the tarp, and this little metal plate here, this here. And that's if you don't have other things to weigh down the enclosure. That is where you stick your front tire of the motorcycle, and it should weigh it down enough. Depending on how heavy your motorcycle is, you might want to add something in like I have with the plywood. You can buy one whole big piece, it doesn't really matter, but I do have these all cut in, I think it's 3 pieces, yeah, just to fit in my car. I didn't want to rent a truck or anything, so I just screwed them together with these plates. That seems to be working well enough. I also, for added weight, not sure if it's visible here or not. Well, let's see over here. No. Okay. Well, here, let me attempt to show you guys here what I'm talking about. So, there's a little bolt down here somewhere that I've placed. There it is. So here's the bolt, and I've measured this all myself. I don't remember exactly what size the bolt is and stuff, but I had to put a bunch of spacers. As you can see, I guess they're kind of loose now, but I put a bunch of spacers here and stuff to weigh it down, or at least get it flush with the wood and the bar going across here. But yeah, I have a bolt underneath plywood, which is probably why the plywood bends a little bit, but nothing too crazy, I guess. It's not broken yet, but I think the reason why it's so discolored here along the bottom, especially on the metal too, and I see it's rusting actually, is because of that water that comes up through the hole from the bolt. So I think that's probably what that is, but other than that, haven't had any real issues. Tarp seems to be sturdy enough. When I got it, there wasn't a whole lot of like malfunctions or defects or anything that I noticed. Except for one little blemish. I think you guys might be able to see it if I get up close. There's this hole right here in the tarp. And obviously the fact that the tarp doesn't go all the way down to the ground. But what can you do? Not a big deal. So yeah, the ways that I weighted it down were the bar, the plywood, drilling the hole through, and connecting it that way. And then, if I open this up again, you'll see some screws here. And there's one over there as well. And that's what I used to weigh it down. So, there you go, there's the bike shield. I'll show you guys what the bike looks like inside. Alright, so I've put the bike inside, quote unquote inside. Haven't closed it yet, but you can see there's enough space on either side for the tarp to come down and close. Now this is the medium size, actually. I should have prefaced this whole video with that, but there's a large, there's a medium, and there's a small. Oop, and you can see it is a little tight in here once you put the bike in here, but other than that, I mean, it fits. The bike has plenty of room. You could stand in here if you wanted to, obviously. I'm sitting in here on it, but you can stand. So, yeah, no complaints so far. I haven't had any water come through here yet either, as far as any snow like packing on here. I did have a lot of snow on here. Maybe if I have a picture, I'll throw it in to the video, but there's a bunch of snow packed in and stuff, and I didn't have any crazy amounts of water come in, but I did put my second tarp there, or bike cover on during the winter, since I wasn't taking it out anyway. Might as well put it on there as extra protection, and it worked. It worked pretty well. There's no rust on here that I haven't had before. There's some rust on the bolts back here, but that was made before I got it. But yeah, that's the inside here with the bike. Let me open this up again. So let's see. They also had these vents on the side for when you get back from a ride, just like I did. You can open it up and let the hot air vent out and stuff. So yeah, it's not too bad. Or really, like let air come through and vent it all out. So I did put this is just something I did. I mean, it didn't work out very well, but this like double-sided reflective tape stuff, it wouldn't stick to the material of the tarp or the like the outside of the enclosure, so I had to put flex tape, I believe is what it's called, on the outside. Flex tape does stick, although you can see when it gets hot out here, it melts and it like scoots along. But other than that, it's held together pretty well. I'm going to take all this off eventually. It's not even doing anything now. But yeah, there you go. There's the bike shelter. So I'll throw a link down in the description of where I bought this from. It was just Amazon. So, alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.